Hey you! Yeah, you! Have you ever been asked, who is your favorite Pokemon? Heck, you may have even asked yourself this question. It really is a daunting question. In a game with 1,000+ designs, you are spoiled for choice, which makes it really hard. But me? It's easy. My favorite Pokemon? It's Magiton.
Huh?
It's Magneton. Yeah, I don't know why. It just is. Look, I don't have to explain myself. You probably probable anyways. But yeah, I decided to suit up, strap myself in to truly test how much I love my favorite Pokemon. Can I find a shiny Magneton in every game on the Switch? Hey, sorry for the clickbait, but you know, it's still technically in every Pokemon game, just on the Switch, you know. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm kind of broke, you know, I'm just a poor little cat on the internet. But hey, this is still an interesting video, so I would stick around. That being said, I've been yapping for way too long. Let's get started. So we are going to go in chronological order of how the games were released. So that means we start off with good old Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Right off the bat, I am presented with a very kind shiny hunting method, to a degree. Knowing how this game's shiny hunting method works actually makes things a lot more easier. However, it can giveth and it can taketh. Thanks to the Johnstone skip, I went in ready to go, or at least I thought. I kinda underestimated Magneton's catch rate, but I pressed on, pushing through the many balls I had to throw, even through the Magnetons that wanted to run. But after 62 caught, my chain broke. Look, okay, I was a bit distracted. I blame Johnstone, honestly. I was watching a VOD of his, and I wasn't paying attention, and I didn't see the flee animation, so I kinda kept going, and it just poofed. But, silver lining, Magneton, despite its rarity, without a chain, spawned not once, but twice in quick succession, allowing me to very quickly start getting my chain back, and before long, I had hit maximum catching odds, meaning that now and forever, on this save file, every Magneton is an easy catch. After I hit those sweet green circles, I was in business. At a certain point, I just stopped paying attention, really. I mean, they were catching really easily. And this time, not paying attention didn't actually punish me. Then, unexpectedly, after hitting a chain of only 56, it happened. And now here they was. And can I just say, wow, this shiny looks fantastic. And that's something I frequently notice as I went through this challenge. My favorite Pokemon has a goated shiny. Let's Go has such a unique art style from all the other Pokemon games on the Switch. And I think Magneton looks really cute in this game. With everything considered, I got very lucky. No phases, didn't take long at all. I mean, what more could you ask for? As much as I would love to stay and play with my new pal, I had other Magnetons to find. Let's go down 4 to go. Oh, Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's the next games, by the way. You know, these games are very divisive in the community, but me? Call it rose-tinted glasses, but I love this game. Pokemon Shield was my first ever Pokemon game. I'm 21, by the way, almost 22. And it was a very fun game for me. A great introduction to what would ultimately become my #1 hyperfixation. Anyway, that's wildly off topic. No time to reminisce. It's time for Magneton! So even with how much I love this game and the multiple options that are presented to me, I was still a little bit worried of how long this hunt would take. There's the obvious knockout method or Masuda, but that was for Magnemite. Since Sword has Wild Magneton, I wanted to find Magneton as Magneton. So then there is Dynamax Adventure, but as legendary as Magneton is in my heart, Magneton is not a legendary Pokemon. So I cannot reliably get consistent encounters with them unless I find a route that just happens to have them and reset over and over again for them, which, let's be real, that's boring. So the other option, we go to the Isle of Armor, as there are certain locations where during thunderstorm weather, Magnetons can spawn. So how do they spawn? Well, as special encounters. Specifically, special flying encounters. Which means I can't do something that I was thinking I was going to be able to do, which would have been so much more easier. The original plan was to have a hunt where Magneton would be able to just spawn on top of me every reset. However, as a flying encounter, that cannot happen. So that leaves the next best thing, where I just encounter all the flying Magnetons and then reset. I get 5 encounters per reset, which isn't bad, but I am only dealing with Shiny Charm mods. So with all these factors together, I can only imagine that this was going to be a long hunt. So how long did it take? A few days? A week? A month? Only 3 hours! Only 316 encounters. Now that is what I'm talking about. Those worries, and for what? For nothing! A super quick hunt. I mean, look at this thing. Look at it. Look at it. It's gonna sparkle soon. Look, are you watching? Look at this. Wow. Baby, 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 silly, wow, beautiful, stunning, amazing. We're happy to say this so fast. Sword down, 3 to go. Following up that great hunt, we move to Brilliant Diamond Shiny. Okay, yes, let's get the obvious down. Bad remakes, yada yada, insert bad BDSP joke. However, this is bad for other reasons. It is the only game thus far where getting Magneton as Magneton is impossible. Magneton does not spawn in the wild in any fashion here. So this time, getting Magnemite and evolving it is the only option. Now, there is 3 options, each worse than the last. Pokeradar, Masuda, Grand Underground encounters. Pokeradar would be excellent. However, this game really has a lot of— Wait! There's more! I can't just Pokeradar it because I need a swarm. Magnemite is a swarm exclusive and I can't influence it in any way. No way to manipulate it. It's purely I have to wait for every day change and pray it rolls on Magnemite. But I could just do Masuda until then. Now, since I don't have the Shiny Charm in this game, because the Shiny Charm only works for eggs in this game for some reason, I only have a 1 in 682 chance of getting a Shiny from the eggs. Which is okay, because surely I'll just wait it out, I'll hatch all the Magnemites that I need, and then eventually I'll get that swarm, and then I can just Pokeradar. Days pass. No Magnemite swarm in sight. Hatching eggs is at its slowest pace because they decided to reverse Pokemon's hatch rates back to the slow, misery-filled times. I mean, seriously, 4 minutes per batch of eggs is ridiculous. So, what will it be? Swarm first or hatching the shiny? Oh, alright. Well, I guess I never needed that swarm anyway. Eggs are just superior. After going slightly over odds, which I normally wouldn't complain about, but because of how long this method takes, I feel justified. 909 eggs in total. But this hunt wasn't solely for Magnemite, so let me fix that real quick. Ah, there we go. Much better. Luckily, one thing this game could mess up was the models, since it was just the home models anyway. Look at this fella go! Wow, perfection. Speaking of perfection, it's time to move on to the next game, and I would dare say, it's perfection. Shining Pearl down 2 to go. Legends Arceus. Beautiful, perfect Legends Arceus. Possibly one of the best Pokemon games on the Switch at this time. And to top it all off, this hunt takes place in the Cobalt Coastlands. Now, everyone knows Legends is a very easy game to find shinies in, so this shouldn't be hard, right? Oh no. Magnemite and Magneton can only be found in space-time distortions, which are unforgiving, and specifically, they only spawn as the initial spawn encounter, which means I only get to see 3 per space-time distortion. And the fun news doesn't stop there. Some weathers, which randomly changes, can prevent space-time distortions from spawning. Next, they are on a timer. A random timer, a hidden timer, and there's a bunch of small factors which can decide how long it takes for one to spawn. And you don't hit your maximum odds until 40 minutes, and even then, you might be waiting another 20 minutes. So what do? You wait. That's it. Your best chance of finding a space-time distortion is if you just sit around and do nothing, touch nothing, just sit and stare. Luckily, the game will give you a pop-up telling you a space-time distortion has appeared. However, they are silent, so unless you are really paying attention, you can easily miss the notification. Luckily, opening your map can easily show if you have missed one, but opening your map if one has not spawned pauses the timer, meaning that you can make it take longer if you keep consistently open your map to check if you've missed one. Back to the weather thing, 2 weathers here can cause your space-time distortions to get postponed if they are up. Those are intense heat or thunderstorms. Best thing to do if one of these weathers is up is just get into an encounter and sit there and wait out these weather, as getting into an encounter pauses the timer, making it so the game won't try and roll a space-time distortion while one of these weathers is up, meaning it would get postponed. These weathers can be very mean, as well as I would get so unlucky to get in moments where the game would just slap 2 bad weathers after each other, thunderstorms transitioning into intense heat and vice versa. But the important question, did you get all that? Good, me neither. Just understand this is bad. Very bad. Just to top everything else off, Magnezones can spawn here too, meaning I could phase on one of those, and that would be a lot. I need either Magnemite or Magneton for this. The entire alliance research is perfected, which means I do have slightly better odds to find them. Not much better though. So, now, I will ask you guys again, how long do you think this took? How many phases do you think I got?
Oh, try again.
1 phase, 26 hours, 35 space-time distortions, 103 total encounters. A hint I was really ready to take a month is done. Ooh, baby, that feels good. And the deal couldn't be any sweeter. Bye-bye! Seeing the fact that I actually got Magneton, I was so prepared to have to evolve another Magnemite, but nope. And look at this beautiful baby. Gorgeous, stunning. Oh, yeah, and that thing too. My god, either Carnivines are huge or my Magneton is small. Regardless, my baby is finally home, and I couldn't be any happier. The hardest and longest part of this challenge is done. The odds were stacked against me, but never tell me the odds. Actually, please do. I like actually knowing. Legends Arceus down. 1 to go. Wow, I can't believe it. I'm finally here. The final game, the final Magneton. Now, I do expect this game to take no time at all. Out of all my possible options to hunt Magneton, I'm going for a mass outbreak. Now, look, as much as I love to sit and count all the encounters to say specifically how many I saw, I have ADHD. I'm not doing all that this time. But I do have a better idea. Now, to try and make this a little bit more challenging, I won't use a Sparkling 3 sandwich, but I will use the special meal from Blueberry Academy to give me a level 1 shiny boost. So what I will do here too is just count how many sandwiches it took. Alright? Alright. Now, let me just finish knocking all the Magnetons out. What? How? Good thing I was tracking the time because this literally took only 5 minutes. Wow, wow, just wow. It looks incredible in this game with these texture upgrades, but it does make it a little harder to notice in this game's lighting. However, this thing is incredibly small. Perhaps it will be the tiniest Magneton ever? Oh well, better luck next time, huh? That's okay. That wasn't necessary for this challenge, but speaking of the challenge, I guess we're done here. 5 games, 5 Magneton, but are we really? Now, yes, this is the last game for right now, as Legend ZA is nowhere near out yet. So, what's left? That is every game on the Switch. Well, to answer that question, I need to go to the opposite version of Violet. I'm sure you can see where this is going. Deep within Area Zero lies a Magneton unknown to the common man. A Magneton that looks ancient and primal compared to the 5 I've caught so far. Yes. Did you really think I'd exclude them? Sandy Shocks! A paradox Pokemon, one that is often hated and called mean and rude things. However, I love Sandy Shocks. It is, without a doubt, my favorite paradox. Call it bias, but I'd wager that even if Magneton wasn't my favorite Pokemon, I'd still love Sandy Shocks. So, this time we are going with the classic method. Shiny Tidal Encounter. Level 3. With this god-awful looking sandwich, I'm going to find my favorite Shiny Paradox Pokemon to truly top off this challenge to say, I am the ultimate Magneton fan. And should it be a surprise, only an hour, only 4 sandwiches. And it's done. It's over. 2 days, 5 hours, 52 minutes. That is the total time of shiny hunting that it took to complete this challenge. Overall, not bad. Taking a little over 6 days of shiny hunting, as I started this hunt on the 14th of December and finished it on the 20th of December. I'm super happy to say that I completed this challenge. As much as I would love to put all my shiny babies in one picnic in Scarlet or Violet, I can't bring myself to take the one from Let's Go out, because after I put it in SV, it will never be able to go back in Let's Go. So I guess if you want to see all these shinies again, you'll just have to rewatch the video. Oh no, don't do that. No, but seriously, thank you so much for watching my first ever YouTube video. It means a lot that you would watch this all the way till the end. But, I'm not going to do the classic thing that YouTubers do and tell you to subscribe. No, you don't need to. But you have to like the video. Or else.